And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. Welcome and thank you. As a team, when you're trying to construct your best lineups,
here we go.
What are you looking for, Grant?
You know, I think balance is probably number one. Each lineup has to have enough defense and offense. Otherwise, you're just vulnerable.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. The Wagner brothers both on the floor. Franz at small forward, Mo in the middle, and it's Banchero in at the 4 spot.
That is a terrific move, Banchero. Ball on the string, showing no mercy.
He buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Pass to Wagner. Utah grabs the miss. These guys are unreal. 27 straight victories, which ties the win total of that star-studded Miami Heat team back in 2013.
Guys, I tell you what, they're playing some of the best basketball that I've ever seen. I mean, they look virtually unbeatable. The key now is they continue to try to strive for consistency, to be ready to handle whenever the next loss does come up. That's going to be the key, bouncing back when they do have somebody in this streak.
I just love the ball movement.
For Orlando, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Banchero right side. Pass to Bain. Wagner with a screen on Anderson. From deep, Banchero hits a 3-pointer. Banchero's got 5 now.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the 3rd player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other 2? LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
A star on the rise. Shams, appreciate the report. Magic trail by 9. Wagner outside. Pass to Bain. Now Suggs. Jacks up a 3. That shot off.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Great report there, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
No coverage that time. Banchero's got 8.
Banchero answering. I'm here, he says, firing right back from deep.
George passes to Jay. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
And so Banchero will bring it up for Orlando. A 12-point game. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Here's Jay. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Bain. 17 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And piling up the points at the line. He was in attack mode all night.
There's the triple. Another 3 for Utah.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Jay. The three. Drills it from deep. Jay's got 27 points.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Jazz. They lead by 14. And the second quarter about to get started. Both teams making some changes here. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Magic trail by 18. Setting the floor for the Magic. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Goga Bitadze is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Suggs in at the 1. Here's Bane. He's got 7. Carter can't get it to go.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And that one's good. Jay. He has 29 now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Wagner outside. This one for 3. Knocks down the triple. Wagner's got 6 in the quarter.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
All right, Clark, let me ask you this. What can other big men learn from Wendell Carter Jr.?
I like his steadiness. He's shown a maturity since he's been in the league. He doesn't seem to get too high or low emotionally. You need fire and competitiveness and physicality to play down low, but you still have to control yourself, and I think he does a good job of that.
Carter from outside. Utah grabs the miss.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Outside Bane. Back to Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Launches it. Anderson pulls it down.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Utah moving the ball around. Here's Collier. Here's Jay. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
And here's Bitadze. Pass to Carter. Left side Bane. Suggs outside. The steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. Now here's Markkanen. Another 3 for Utah.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
The Jazz making a switch here. George is checked in. Then for Orlando, Wagner comes in for Bitadze. And Paolo Banchero subbed in for Carter. Wagner for 3. The rebound by Jay. Jay's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Outside Bane. Wagner outside. Shot to stop the run. And that one goes. 3 for 9 for him.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
Pass to Jay. Here's Bailey. Outside Anderson. Here's Jay. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Suggs uses the glass on the layup. Suggs has got his first 2 points.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's the Jazz delivering the blowout. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say... And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Jazz. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And Clark, whether we're comparing players or voting for the annual awards, defense is a factor that is often undervalued.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, we love to see people score in a variety of ways. We like to see that offensive skill set on display. But, you know, defensive stats are critically important, but not as easy to identify and count. But yet, and still, it's half the game, so you can't overlook it.
We've got George. Kyle Anderson is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Bailey, and it's Jay in at the center position. That's the group for Utah right now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Banchero. Nice D from Anderson. Utah has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. For 3, George. It's rebounded by Wagner.
I think everybody in the building expected them to make that collective shot.
90 seconds into the second half now. Banchero no good.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Jay, the pass to Bailey. Here's Jay. There's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Jay's got 47 points.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Wagner with a screen on Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Banchero. And it's Banchero again missing.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
To the inside. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Payne, the pass to Suggs. Wagner with a screen on George. To the paint. To end the drought. And Wagner with the layup.
This is where you want Wagner to have the ball. Right under the bucket where he can do the most damage.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Back to you, Brian.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. Markkanen with it, now guarded by Suggs. And that one's good. Jay's got 55.
Yeah, great feed there by Markkanen. That's something this team wants more from Lauri.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero.
Who's watching him?
1:05 left in the third. Fires the 3. And Suggs the bucket on the assist from Banchero. Banchero's got 3 assists tonight. Markkanen outside. Pass to Jay. Here's Bailey. Here's Jay. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Banchero right side. And Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. And you know Bailey isn't going to pass on those chances. He's looking to make an impact on the arc.
Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Bain from the arc. No good.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box out.
Slow-mo with the half court.
I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
And as we conclude the
Nice
third,
assist.
pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Utah ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True
Nice
team
got assist.
basketball.
That dime through to slow-mo before the half court shot. That's what the assist
this week. Black block offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Here's Bain. Black outside. Pass to Suggs. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
And here's Filipowski. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Jay. Fires the 3. Good. He hits again.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Outside Carter. Pass to Suggs. It's stolen. And got it. Another basket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. Outside Bain. Back to Suggs. Pass to Bataze from deep. Utah with the rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Black outside. There's the drive. Pass to Suggs to end the run. Buries it from 3. Suggs has got 6 here in the quarter.
You know, it's not his greatest strength. He's got a lot of different things that he's good at, but Suggs will hit the 3 if you give it to him.
Yet another bucket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. A minute 42 left in the final quarter. And he drives in. Oh, swiped away. Filipowski in the post. Carter's there. A nice shot by Filipowski. Filipowski's got his first bucket in this one. The Magic shooting just 37% in the game.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Jazz.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. But I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jay.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
Carter on the wing. Back to Payne. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Martin, he's checked in for Williams. Then for Orlando, Wagner's checked in for Bataze. Paolo Banchero comes in for Carter. And Wagner subbed in for Black. Outside Bane. Pass to Banchero. Now here's Wagner. Lets the three fly. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
From downtown. And that one's good. Jay.
During this final quarter, he has erupted from outside the arc. You just assume every three he takes now is going down.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. Showing that they're the far...
Oh, did me dirty with the 99.9 just to the best. Yo, I've already watched the NBA games just this point. I to do that. I don't know why it doesn't count. It says on the screen, fortunately. It's easier to get those if you're a guard.
All right, MP, check this out. Look, we're going to win tonight by creating more possessions and taking more shots. That means cutting down on turnovers and hitting the offensive glass hard and early, okay?
Yeah, if that's what the game plan is, I'll crash the boards all night, no problem.
Good. The rest of the team knows you're going after their missed shots, so someone's going to rotate to stop the fast break. Look, like right here. I want you to focus on attacking the rim, okay?
Okay. Hey, can I do it Moses Malone style?
That's right.
Yeah, and, you know, maybe I'll tap a few to myself, pat my stats a little bit. Only if we get way ahead, though.
How about you just snag the ball and kick it out to the open shooter, okay?
Yeah, that works too, Coach.
All right, good. All right, look at this movement here. All right? You see how it creates space?
It's good, MP. There you go.
So I'm thinking about letting the kids plan the next vacation.
It was something good tonight.
Plan out. Pick 3 destinations and then pick from the best one.
Risk.
Feeling you, MP.
Game time. Let's get it, MP.
Coming up next, the Jazz taking on the Nuggets. Coach, this is a game we always look forward to. A pair of conference rivals going head-to-head, toe-to-toe. It should be a beauty.
Well, Kevin, you know, this is the NBA at its best. No need to hype this one up. This matchup provides its own hype, and you can hear the fans are as hyped up as we are.
One key story for MP over the course of this season. How he has really made it a point of emphasis to help his team out on the boards.
And you hear a lot of chatter sometimes in press conferences and interviews with promises of taking it to the next level. But I'll tell you what, MP has certainly delivered on his goal of attacking the glass. Even when teams know that's his MO and go to battle down low, they have not been able to stop this man from dominating the backcourt.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, they've got Lauri Markkanen, Bailey out there with Keontae George. Then there's Kyle Anderson, and it's Jay in at the 5 down low. Hits it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former 3rd overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch with any team, representing them 4 times in the All-Star game.
Here's Jay, following the basket by Jokic. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Drops in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Drills it from outside.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now, here's Jokic. Last time out, he had 38 points. Watson's shot is off. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Watson. To end the run. Good on the triple. Watson's got 6 points.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Jay. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. The Jazz also changing it up. Filipowski comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Collier in for Bailey. We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter. On the wing, Gordon. Off target with his 3. Utah leading by 10. Filipowski passes to Jay. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jay's got 23 points.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Gordon with a screen on George. Drills the three-pointer.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Jazz have gone 8 of 8. What a hot start for them. Nice ball movement by Utah. Wasted no time on that one. And it's now 26 points for Jay.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Gordon. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Pass to Strother. 2 on the clock. No good from Valanciunas, with the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 29 points.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And so it's Utah riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after. Utah leading by 18. So on the floor for Utah. Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. Jay out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. For 3, Murray. And again, Denver no good. Jazz have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray again is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you
look right there. That should have been another forced turnover. It's fantastic because I was contesting the shot.
Done that. He has earned his swagger.
George is checked in for Utah. Utah has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second. Good, he hits again.
And this remarkable rookie campaign reaching a new milestone in terms of production. He's now number 2 all-time for points scored in a rookie season.
He's among some elite company. Makes you wonder how many more outstanding achievements lie in front of him. He is a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, I feel like Jokic doesn't even need to see the basket when he gets that close.
Here's Jay. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Outside Hardaway. Watson kicks to Johnson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really
And yep, another basket.
Oh, another extraordinary effort from him. But we've come to expect this now.
Yeah, he's now tied for the 5th most 40-point games over a single season, setting expectations extremely high. Watson's shot is off.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Watson the screen to the paint. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Jokic. And they get it. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Christian Brown's checked in for the Nuggets. 26 seconds left now here in the second. Hardaway for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Jay's got it. Got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. To the left side wing. Watson for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Watson's got 9.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And so it's Utah with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Utah Jazz.
Well, it's been a stampede in transition. They'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you a compliment, just like you, Jet, in the blink of an eye.
And time for a look here. Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Johnson is out there with Jokic. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Watson in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
They've shown some strength in the paint today.
Another bucket! Wow!
And the 50-point games continue to add up for him.
Well, every game takes him closer to the next benchmark. Next up, second place all time.
And Wilt had 30 games of 50 points or more back in 1963. And that number gets closer and closer with games like this.
Utah has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Again, what an avalanche!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Murray against George. Out to Hardaway. The Nuggets with another miss.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play, the next shot, and your results, they'll be the results. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Jay and the Jazz, another 3.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Pass to Watson.
Hey, who's watching them?
They could use a bucket. The Nuggets with another miss.
Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Out to Hardaway. Lets it go with the three. Jay with the rebound. Jay's got it.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. The Nuggets with another miss.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Denver's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Murray outside. And Watson has it in the corner. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Jazz have gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. And the basket by Jay.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Shot to stop the run. Pickett, no good. And it's Utah's ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. The Nuggets shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Pass to Gordon. Fires for 3. Connects from three-point range.
When Gordon is connecting from deep, everything else becomes easier for both him and this offense.
And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Frother. Jacks up a 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Pickett.
I got yours.
Shot clock at 5. Right wing. From 13. The shot, no good. And so it's Utah with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet.
Shea has checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Utah with a change here too. Shay's checked in for Walker Kessler. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Collier. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Jay. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. Jay. And another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Jokic. In the corner, it's Brown. Murray outside. And here's Gordon from downtown. Rebounded by the Jazz. Jay's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And got it! Another basket. And there it is, 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
Jokic passes to Murray. Pass to Strother. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Here's Strother. And another miss by Denver. Here's Jay. He's covered by Murray. And another hit. Shot made once more from Jay.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist. 6 points for Jokic.
Great look for Jokic. Listen, we know he can hit the outside shot, but going to Nikola inside is a winning play.
And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Murray with it. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
Fires the 3. And again.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long time. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Jazz.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jay.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds. Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Jay. And Utah, another 3.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment. Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
That's a gritty performance from you and your team. What did it take to grind out this win?
Yeah, man, we just wanted it more. You could see that from the opening tip. They're a really good team, but these are the type of games we get excited for. Coach told me I need you to get out there and grab some offensive rebounds for us to win. So that's what I did.
Thanks, MP.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific work as always, Dom. You never fail to impress. Thank you so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce,
All right, this is a good one, Alexis.
There are so many options here at the theater, Chris.
All right, we are here in